It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the New Orleans Saints and the Cincinnati Bengals. Coming up next.
With the Ohio River and the hills of Kentucky just to our right, we welcome you into Paycor Stadium in Cincinnati, Ohio. Straight ahead, we've got a pretty good one on tap here, as it'll be the New Orleans Saints taking on the Cincinnati Bengals. We are set to go. Evan McPherson to do the honors, and we are underway from Cincinnati. And he returns this to the 22. And here come the Saints for their opening drive. They're led out by their quarterback out of Fresno State, Derek Carr.
Every quarterback in the NFL has a little bit of his own signature style out there, but for this guy, he really plays the game in a different way. It's led to a couple double takes from us up here as we see him as something truly unique. It's not that he's just the strongest passer or the best athlete to ever play the position. He just has a certain way of seeing the action, and it allows him to make some special plays out there.
A run for Kamara on first down, but the running room closes up quickly as he's only able to get a yard there.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard. Well, that turned out better than most of the passes he could have thrown on that snap. The coverage downfield was excellent, but the containment close to home left him a backdoor escape, and they paid dearly for not locking up.
Carr now on first down. And just not enough on the throw there. Got around his feet and incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
And he's fortunate to get anything from that. Give him a yard up to the 49.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
You get a sense of what this game plan might be. They think they can take a few home run shots against this defense. They tried it there on the opening drive, but that ball's incomplete.
Carr going to go on fourth down. Sliding out of the pocket. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down.
I don't think that run was anything that was designed, but when his reads were blanketed as he went through his progressions, all that was left was for him to run and try and pick it up himself.
So the fourth down conversion has him inside the 40 now, first and 10. To throw his Carr, steps away. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. Touchdown, New Orleans. Taysom Hill, 36 yards. And the Saints are on the board first here this afternoon.
For good reason, quarterbacks want to get the ball to the perimeter to their wide receivers for big plays. But in this situation, it felt like, based on coverage, he knew that he wanted his tight end to have the football, and for good reason.
Blake Groupie now for the extra point. good as the Saints have a 7-0 lead. So this drive spans 7 plays, and it ends with a touchdown for New Orleans. After the touchdown, here's Groupie to kick this one away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. Here are the Bengals on offense, and here is Joe Burrow ready to lead them at quarterback.
Hey, we all love a good story, and what we like even more, guys who can fight through adversity. Joe Burrow coming out of high school, goes to Ohio State, doesn't get a chance to start, transfers to LSU, not thought to be a top prospect, ends up the #1 pick in the draft, and justifies it. Tremendous play, excellent mobility, and leadership off the charts.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground, and he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
Back to Mixon on second down. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
11, Thomas. 12, 12, 12. 11, 11, 11, 11.
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd. An ideal start defensively. They already have the touchdown. Now they get the stop.
Just like they drew it up on the chalkboard. Does that sound dated? Right? Am I out of touch a little bit?
It's all right.
All right, grease board, heck, computer, exactly what you want, though. Score on your first drive, stop them on the first drive defensively.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And he was looking for the check-up bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. New Orleans Saints, they get ready to set up shop for their second drive. They have to be thrilled with that first drive. They got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
Rolling to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. He's got a man. Complete. A big-time play there for New Orleans. 41 yards.
And what great recognition between a receiver and his quarterback, because he's going to recognize the trouble, and then he has 2 options. Cut off the route and come back to help, or head straight down the field, and he chooses the latter, and it turns into a huge play.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. A give to Kamara running right. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
They fake the handoff. Now Carr out to his left. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 12-yard line. A very solid gain of 27.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
A really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. Trey Hendrickson, the one who gets him on the ground. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Saints with the football here to begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 2nd and 10. Carr going to throw. He'll buy some time right. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. How to approach this. 3rd down and 16 yards to go. Oh, now some trickery. They fake the spike. And that'll bring up 4th down as his Cincy defense stands up on 3rd.
Oh, that was taking a big risk there. They faked the spike, hoping to catch the defense napping, and they weren't. In the end, this does wind up stopping the clock. But now you're looking at a 4th down.
And this one is right through. So another scoring drive there, Charles, and an early 2-score lead.
You'd like the 6 there, partner, but you'll take the 3, and I think they have to be happy about the way they moved the ball in these first 2 drives. They have to feel good about their opportunities the rest of the game.
So after the field goal, back out is Groupie to send this one away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. Cincinnati coming back onto the field here for their 2nd drive. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint. Down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10.
On 1, ready? 11 mighty, 11 MT, 12.
Out of the gun,
12,
it's Burrow.
12.
Over the middle, he finds Higgins. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Zach Bond. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
Here we go, here we go.
So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw. Back to throw here. And that is incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
This is brought in at the 21. So call that a 56-yard punt with a return of about 11. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Now a 2nd and 6. Again, it's Kamara. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. The Saints 1st down there on a gain of 11.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10. Dancing to his left. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
I do think it's fair to say that they were caught off guard a little bit when he decided not to throw it on 1st down. But give them credit. They recovered in time to deny him the 1st down yardage. But it's only 2nd and short. So that run is still likely to lead to a new set of downs.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 1st half. 10-0 our score. Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd down and 1. Toss wide side. This is Kamara. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's no gain on the play, and they'll remain a few inches shy of a first with third down looming. Well, some extra bulk on that line for 3rd and inches. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first.
I don't know about you, but I like this call. 3rd and inches, and instead of worrying about getting it back to a running back and maybe there's some penetration from the defensive front, just go ahead and take it, move forward, and pick up the first down.
And as we say often, shows confidence in your offensive line. Throwing on first down is Carr, being chased out left. He completes it to Olave. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, it was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Into the red zone, it's Carr. Flushed out right. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
Partner, there's a downside to everything, and the danger of man coverage is if you're locking down your target, you often turn your back to the quarterback, and you don't see him. Sometimes you open up a big lane for him to hit you.
And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara, as the first half is winding down. And the Saints would extend their lead here just before halftime. But just power football there down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in, have to report like they're eligible. But all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
Groupie for the extra point. He's got it, and it's 17-0. So that drive in total 8 plays. And the capper came from Alvin Kamara on the touchdown run. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Now the Bengal offense going to see the ball one more time in this first half.
11.
And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. They're looking for Higgins, but it is intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. Still on his feet. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Wow, a big mistake there. Late interception in this first half, and that could lead to a field goal try the other way.
Yeah, I think at this point you just had to say, let's take a knee and go in at the half and regroup. Let's just talk it over a little bit. I wonder, partner, was the analytics coach in his head a little bit? Maybe go ahead and press it and try and get some points? While the old school coach probably would have said, take the knee, let's get out of here.
Now we could see points the other way here. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will extend their lead even further. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense, the firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
So we have reached halftime with the visiting Saints out on top, as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome, everyone, to our brand new studios here in downtown Orlando in the EA Sports Halftime Report. We just watched a solid first half from the veteran running back, Alvin Kamara. He had a touchdown run that helped get his guys this halftime lead. These two teams making their final adjustments for the second half. And to bring it your way, we go back up to Cincinnati and Brandon Gott.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3. The Bucs set to get the football first, and they trail here as we get started in the second half. And no run back here as the third quarter will commence with a touchback. The Bengal offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. We'll see, Charles, if they had a chance to hit the reset button at halftime. They have not scored. They're facing this big deficit. And if they're going to come back, it's going to have to start right now.
Yeah, and for them, it's not dwelling in the negative because, yes, they were totally ineffective in the first half. But we've seen many games that have flipped around in the second half. It all starts with this drive right here. They get something good going, put some points on the board, they begin to have hope.
First down. Here's Burrow. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal first down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. First and 10. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it, and he'll spot Higgins open left side. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they've put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 32-yard line. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first.
Well, they've certainly had their share of troubles running the football in this one, but this play is almost an extension of the running game right here. They set up the screen, let him work out in space on the perimeter, and he turns it into a big pickup.
And Burrow going to throw again. Working the middle here. That's complete to Sample, the tight end.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. Another modest gain there on that one. And I think, Charles, you can probably pin part of the deficit on a failure on their part to really get this ground game established.
Yeah, and they've really struggled to be multidimensional in this one, haven't they, partner? Because they have to be extremely one-dimensional now if they hope to get back into this game. They'll have to do it by throwing the football and hope to have success through the air.
A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. A yard all they need, but it's third down.
11. What is that?
Play action. It's Burrow. He's got his target. That's complete. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with first and goal.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now it's Burrow. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Oh, they were so close. That close to their first points of the game. Just needed to hang on just a second longer. But he couldn't complete the process of the catch through the jostling from the defender.
Throwing again, it's Burrow. And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line.
Holding offense.
So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
and it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No,
not at all.
11 MC tank.
And that'll be caught. Touchdown, Bengals. It's Tyler Boyd. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Bengals are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the second half. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that cuts this lead down to 13. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Now the attention turns to the Saints offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the third quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the fourth quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
And they won't be able to run another play. Time has expired on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now in Cincinnati. Now 2nd and 3. It's the Saints. They'll be looking to expand their lead here. They've got the football as we start the fourth. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
A gain of 4 yards. First down, Saints.
Now flags will come in. And I think this is against the Saints up front. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
Still first down.
A false start backs them up 5. 1st and 15. Following the penalty, it's Kamara. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. And the stop made by Cam Taylor-Britt. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
Carr. And his throw is incomplete.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
And incomplete on the deep ball. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
He lets it go deep for Olave. And that'll be incomplete with a penalty flag here on the field. And I'm not sure he was still behind the line when he let that thing go. You get the 4th down conversion, and then you look up and you see a flag.
I'm just holding my head in my hands right now because I know the head coach is doing exactly the same thing. It all went into getting it on 4th down, and that gets wiped out.
Throw left side complete to Chase.
Here we go.
And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
It's a gain of 7. brings up second and
Now it's
48
Burrow.
at the 17.
And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
Burrow on third down. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards. And that one complete once again to Higgins. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. Tanner Hudson, a 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Bengals have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. And now remember, all touchdowns are reviewed. And in a tight game like this, they're going to take a good long look at it.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field stands.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And he'll elect not to run with it. A fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line. The New Orleans offense set to take over. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You've got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here. I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now, I could be in that huddle with that offensive line, and I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. So they come up on 2nd down, and they can get another run like we just saw. Would likely put an end to this thing. Pushing through the contact. And he will have a Saints first down. It has been a struggle, but it's looking like that'll be the one to seal a victory for him. Able to break through that initial contact and winds up getting about 3 there. It's 2nd down. Down to a knee, and the defense, they can't stop that clock. A couple more of those, and it's going to be victory. And they take a knee. So this one a victory here for New Orleans. And it was a bit of a strange game. They were held scoreless through the entire second half, but their first half output, that's enough to carry them to victory.
And that's an odd game to watch, isn't it? Because when we saw the output in the first half, you think to yourself, okay, they've got something working here. They know what they're doing. They'll continue that along. But instead, it's goose eggs in the second half. Fortunately, enough of a cushion and enough defense to carry them home.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long from Cincinnati.